Okay, hi, hello, it's me, Mckenna. What's up? On today's episode of Hehe, it's Mckenna, I'm going to be reacting to Brad Mondo reacting to me bleaching my hair. So yesterday I was just minding my own business, playing with my dog outside when I got a notification on my phone, and it was a YouTube comment that said, "Hear from Brad's video." And then that's when I knew my life would never be the same. No, I'm just kidding. But I actually did get an email from Brad's assistant or someone weeks and weeks ago asking for consent to use my video in their video. But they said, this doesn't guarantee we'll use it. So it's just like a just in case kind of thing. So I signed the consent. Since it had been weeks, I kind of forgot about it. And I just assumed that they'd never use my video. And then, like I said, a notification popped up saying, "Hear from Brad's video," and I was ready to endure that pain. So today I'm going to be reacting to it and answering questions I keep seeing in the comments and just responding all together to Brad just absolutely annihilating me, pretty much just obliterating me and assassinating me as a hairdresser, which I am not. I am not a hairdresser. I actually am an esthetician. Technically, I've never worked in it, but I have my license. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, also to address the elephant in the room, my hair is brown again, as you can tell. It's extremely greasy as well. Maybe I should bleach it. I'm just kidding. I went to a salon to get it fixed and then she didn't fix it, and then I tried to get it fixed by her again and then she didn't fix it again, so then I just threw a bunch of brown dye on it and now it is this, which I am kind of liking better. The blonde just wasn't working for me anymore. I'll get into that later, but anyway, let's get into reacting to Brad reacting to little me. Okay, here we go.
Up first, we have a video by Hehe, it's Mckenna, and this is called Bleaching My Own Hair from Brunette to Platinum in one application. In one application? Oh, not 5 like everybody else does? Maybe I was wrong when I did the intro of this video, expecting there to be problems, honestly. Because this sounds kind of interesting and kind of like it's gonna go right.
I have prepared for this by taking notes on a Brad Mondo video where he just explains how to go from brunette to platinum.
I don't fully remember telling you how to go from brunette to platinum, but I do remember giving some pointers on if you're gonna lighten your hair. I'm glad you took notes. You look like you were studying up. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so I need to give a little explanation to this whole note-taking thing. I'm not the most thorough researcher in the world. I definitely did research and I took notes. I had a full page of notes and I learned way more than I knew, because had I not taken notes, it would have been so much worse than it actually was. But I did take notes, but me taking notes was watching one Brad Mondo video for like, you know, skimming and then going back and skimming again. I do watch Brad Mondo, I've heard of him and like he's awesome. I obviously know who he is, but I'm not a religious watcher of Brad Mondo. This is probably, I shouldn't be saying this because I was just in his last video, but I'm not that like much of a hair person. I had prefaced in my last video that it had been like a decade since I had dyed my hair or done anything to it. I haven't even like gone to salons to get it cut. I was just doing everything on my own and keeping it super low maintenance, not doing anything to it. So I'm not like a big hair kind of gal. So I don't really know anything about hair. So I did as much research as I deemed appropriate for the situation. I'm kind of a wing it kind of girl, but I also like to have a little guidance. So a lot did get cut, obviously, from my video in Brad's video. So there maybe is some context missing here and there. So just some of the comments, I'm like, okay, you need to watch my video because you're missing a whole thing here. But anyway, let's continue. Let us say goodbye to this brunette hair.
Your hair is beautiful, and that is a lot of hair, and it is very dark and very warm. Good luck getting it platinum.
I don't even know if I'm gonna do pink and purple. If the blonde looks cool, I might keep that for a little bit and do this later. I don't know yet. Here are all the notes that I took. I literally even had to buy a brush. Oh yeah, my hair is dirty right now. It's greasy and oily, and that's apparently what's supposed to be the case when you bleach your hair.
I love that. That is so good. You need those oils to protect your scalp. Otherwise, if you shampoo your hair, it is going to be pretty painful lightening it sometimes. So I wouldn't recommend stripping those natural oils off your scalp before doing the lightening process, which is great that she didn't do that.
See? I'm not totally bad. I let my hair be extremely greasy before I bleached it. I also decided the day that I bleached it that I was going to bleach it, and I just happened to have not washed my hair in many, many days because that's just what happens in life. So this was really not intentional. I just happened to have greasy hair, and then I saw that they said to also, you should have greasy hair, so I was like, okay, this works out perfectly. Totally, yeah. 1 scoop with 2 ounces of volume. How do I measure?
We're off to a rocky start. We can't even mix the lightener.
4 scoops of bleach. Damn, I don't feel like this is gonna fit. I'm gonna do 3 scoops of bleach, less than half of the bottle.
Can we just take a second to appreciate the multiple camera angles we're working with right now? Mckenna, this is incredible.
It's funny that he did mention my multi-camera angles. My videos are actually usually better production value than this video was, but I was like, I couldn't wear my little clip mic because I would have gotten bleach on it, and I just didn't have great lighting. It was such a wing it video. I cannot believe of all the videos I've posted on YouTube, this is the one that's gonna like have people's eyes. It's like, oh, that's not great. But anyway, yes, I am a freelance video editor. I edit for YouTubers as work, so I appreciate the compliment there. We're doing the big section, like the apex or whatever he called it.
That is not the apex, Mckenna. Apex is up here. It's the highest point of your head. That's like the lowest. Also, why are your sections so big? I think the #1 thing I said was like, make sure you do small sections and make sure you put enough lightener. Like, I remember saying that.
Okay, the apex thing, I wasn't talking about the hair I was working on down here. I was talking about the part that on the scalp that I was working on, so I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But as far as the sections are concerned, okay, listen. Imagine you are someone who doesn't do hair. Imagine you have a thick mop of hair all over your head. And imagine you have not a single friend to have you help do your hair. So what are you gonna do? Tiny little sections this big? How is it gonna process correctly? By the time that I'm done with this section and onto this section, this would be fallen off. This would have fallen off because it would have taken me over an hour to even get to the other. I couldn't do that small of sections, Brad. Time just didn't permit my capacity to even focus on my hair that long. It just doesn't exist. So I really, whenever I do any kind of thing like that, I kind of like to take the easy road. So I'll just be like, what could go wrong if I just do chunks that are this big instead? And actually a lot went wrong because the roots thing was a disaster, but we'll get to that. Let's continue. Oh my God, it's already lifting so much. I can just see it.
You literally took notes on my video. Why are we starting in the front of your head? Next time you do it, please start in the back, and please do smaller sections and do horizontal sections. Do slices throughout the head. Get in there and get a lot of lightener on there, please. Otherwise, you're gonna have spotting all over. You're failing me right now. And I hate it.
I did start on the back. I had started on the front part of the back, but it was the back nonetheless, which I think later he does realize, but anyway. And I was doing mids to ends, okay? I really thought I was not doing so bad as I was doing this to myself. I really thought that Brad's reaction was gonna be like, oh, this is pretty impressive. I thought they weren't gonna use my video because I was too good at bleaching my hair. That's how delusional I am. But let's continue. Okay, I'll do this entire bottom section, and then I will do the roots of the entire bottom section, and I'll do the same with the top section.
Oh, my bad. She is working on the back of the head. I take part of that back. I couldn't tell. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is not what I like to see. Big chunk of hair. I already am seeing
I like the sound effects they added.
It's like when he says, don't start with the roots, I think, so when do I do the roots?
You do the roots when the ends are almost orange, like a bright yellow color. That way, with the help of the heat from your scalp, your roots will process and be done right when your ends are finished as well. Typically, we like to put foils on the end.
I remember watching Brad's video about bleaching your hair, and I remember seeing it saying, do mids, ends, and then roots. So I wrote it in my notes. When I read the note that said that, in my head it meant, okay, I'll do all the mids and ends of the back section, and then I'll do the roots, and then I'll do all the mids and ends of the front section, and then I'll do the roots. I didn't know I had to like check the bottom to see it be a light orange. I didn't know all of this. There's a lot to absorb. I mean, these people go to months or years of schooling, okay? And I watched a Brad Mondo video for 7 minutes and took notes. I'm not gonna be retaining everything. Even though I did take notes, I shouldn't. How do you just get every little hair that exists? There's millions. Look how light that is. There are massive chunks with no bleach. I'm gonna have hot roots.
This is not going well. Again, with the sectioning, it's really not great at all. Actually, there's quite a lack of sectioning going on, which is unfortunate because that's like the most important part. All you gotta do is take horizontal slices and go up the head. You don't need to take triangles and rectangles and octagons and hexagons all over the head. That way you would know if you got all the roots or not, because you're just going up in the same pattern as you did before with the mids and ends. So next time, just please be better.
The roots are the worst part. I should have just left them brown. Oh my god. Do you see this? This is gonna need like a drastically longer amount of time. Why do I still have blind faith that it'll look okay? That's what you call delusion, McKenna.
McKenna, hold on.
Okay, another thing is you, as a person who has eyes where eyes are, you can't see the back of your head. So I had a big, huge full-length mirror behind me and the mirror in front of me. I was working backwards. How am I gonna perfectly section these tiny, tiny, tiny little sections? And also be working backwards, and my arms will get tired. It wasn't gonna happen. It just wasn't gonna happen. And I see so many people in the comments like, how could everybody do this wrong? She's an idiot. McKenna, monotone McKenna is so annoying. Listen, I like to see you. I'd like to see you doing it on your thick, dark brown virgin hair that you never do anything to. Give me a break, Brad. I feel like he needs to cut me some slack. Okay.
Breathe for a second, stop. McKenna, what happened to doing the ends before the roots? Like, I know you did the mids and ends before doing the roots, but like, you need to let them process before doing the roots, you know? Let's think about this before we move ahead. I know you're a smart girl.
I am a smart girl, and I've already given my explanation to this. I didn't know how long. I just started mids and ends first and then roots. I didn't know like the proper time frame for that. Okay. This is blonde.
Yes!
McKenna, if you have some blotchies, and you'll just go back in and do some touch-ups. It's not the end of the world.
We're actually starting with the roots. Why? Why did we just throw away everything we learned previously, and now we're doing just whatever we want? What's going
I
on?
actually
What's
know
up with
what
that?
happened there. I started to kind of panic because I was on the final section, and I thought all of my hair was about to start crumbling and falling out. I was trying to leave the bleach on for as short as possible, but still let it get blonde, because I wasn't willing to just like ruin my beautiful virgin hair. I just wanted it to still feel okay after, and so I was kind of panicking. And also, I think I was still going mids to ends, but then I was also doing roots, so I was like, okay, let's just get this show on the road, because I saw the blonde getting so bright, and it looks brighter because there's like white bleach all over. I was like kind of panicking. I was like, okay, I have to rinse out the... It was a little bit of a panic. It's normal. It's a normal human reaction to stressful situations. Oh my god, you stupid roots. This has changed so fast. I have to start rinsing this. Like, it's getting ridiculous.
You're also like removing the lightener with your hands every time you touch it. Stop touching it so much.
Okay, toner, I hope you help this.
What are we doing?
Oh, I just got bleach in my eye.
Wait. Did you just put your head forward to rinse the back? How is that gonna work? Because the water's gonna go forward. Girl, you're gonna put your head backwards to rinse the back instead of forwards. Does that make sense? This is a real struggle today.
Okay, Brad. Yes, that makes sense, but a lot of this part was cut from Brad's video, but I had to do the back section first. I had to rinse it because it was like already 20 minutes longer processed than the front, so I couldn't put my head back because these were still up. You could see the buns, they were still up, so I had to go like to the, I was actually going like to the side, and then I tipped over to the other side to do the back. It made sense when it happened, and then I had to do the front section after. I couldn't, and also like, it just wasn't physically the right thing. It just worked out that way. I am absolutely a hot, fiery, blonde.
What happened?
I feel like he cut a part where I said hot, fiery, blonde thing, and then I like awkwardly said something else about the color being not good. It's kind of portrayed here that I thought it looked good. I did not think it looked good at this stage. The right side might be a little darker. I got hot scalp even though I freaking didn't last. Whatever it's called, hot roots.
You hardly did. The roots last. We both know it.
I did the roots last, okay? Now, honestly, watching this back, I don't think the hot roots were that bad. It wasn't half bad. From what I can see online, everybody tones their roots first. They like section off and do the roots and then tone the rest of their hair.
No, no, no! Let's not start with the roots. Let's start with the part of your hair that is the most orange and needs the most toning. That
Okay,
way,
that's fair.
It can all be even.
No, that
You know
makes
what I
sense.
mean? Let's think about this.
Yeah, no,
Half
that
of
makes
this
sense.
Wella
That makes sense. No excuse there.
T18, I guess. I guess I'm just gonna start at the roots, work my way back, get it all over. Do I just put way too much product on my hair, or is my hair that thick that I really need this much?
My hair is
Super
that
purple,
thick, I
man.
think.
Thank God, you're gonna need a lot of purple and a lot of blue in there to cancel out that orange.
Is this normal? Why does it look purple, brown, like burgundy?
Honestly, I hope some of that purple stays in her hair because it looks a lot better than that orangeness going on.
This obviously is not the tone that I would have hoped for after toner. I'm just gonna go straight to the lilac dye. I had to dry it. I haven't even washed it or conditioned it yet.
Obviously that wasn't gonna work. Your hair was bright orange and you're trying to use T18 and it's just not gonna happen. But I'm glad she's going and doing a purple moment. Except I feel like it's gonna turn out a little muddy because she has a lot of orange in her hair still. Everything is wrong!
So this is only semi-permanent hair dye. I didn't even show what it is. It's this Ion Brights.
Oh my god, okay. I realized weeks later that this Ion Brights hair dye I used was supposed to be mixed with Developer, and I didn't mix it with Developer. I just put it right on my head, and Brad didn't even say anything. He didn't even notice. But that was supposed to have Developer, and I think that's why it didn't work. But yeah, I was adding purple in. I know purple and orange are opposite Let's play this.
I should just mix this with the pink and hope it's a cool color. And it's somehow green, so I'm probably gonna have to go get...
Okay, I saw comments about this. The painting in the back. That was a video I did on my channel a couple years ago. I did a face and hole painting myself into childbirth. I thought it would be funny, okay? I was just trying to entertain people on the internet. I saw a few comments about it and I was laughing because, woo, it looks like something. All right.
That dye literally did nothing. But I did condition my hair and it actually feels great. Like it doesn't feel, honestly, it doesn't feel any different than it did before.
Your hair is not lilac at all, and that is because you used lilac over orange. Even though the opposite of orange is blue, you're still gonna get a lot of toning qualities from a very intense purple color, which is what happened here, and you got none of the actual purple.
Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! I don't know how it turned out good. The dye literally did nothing. It's just super freaking blonde.
I was actually kind of glad that it didn't turn out purple. Way later down the line, I ended up doing like this way pinkier pink. Like I was actually kind of pink, and I really didn't like how I looked with it. I didn't like color. I liked just like the faint pastel, like the most faint. So it kind of worked out for the better.
What? Yo, this is one of the most wild videos I've ever seen. So somehow she ended up with decent looking color
frickin'
that
face.
isn't that orange and actually looks
my
pretty natural on her.
God.
My mind is like, this is what happens when you have a positive attitude, a positive outlook on life like she does, because she somehow, I have no
That's
idea
right.
how, ended up doing something that helped her hair actually become a nicer shade of blonde by using lilac. I literally have never seen anything like this before.
This is the biggest thing I have to address for this frickin' video, because the amount I was obviously stalking every single last minuscule little comment about me on Brad's video because I just wanted to see how I was perceived. Everyone was like, yeah, she fixed it, cough, cough, hair salon. Oh, she obviously went to a hair salon and then cut and then came back after the hair salon. And it's like, what? Why would I do that? Why in a million years? Okay, first of all, I'm just not someone who would lie about that. I would be like, okay, I messed up, now I'm going to a hair salon. It would be part of the video. I don't know how it happened either. I portrayed that way more in my video than it shows, but I really had no idea how it turned out remotely good. I don't know. I just kept putting purple shit in it, and it ended up working out for the better. It toned it. I don't know either, but I was pretty happy with it. Honestly, I did not go to a hair salon and get it fixed. I can show receipts if you want. I can show my freaking dates of when I recorded the video. Like, I would never in a million years lie about something like that. It's so stupid. It just worked out because my positive outlook on life just kind of works out like that sometimes. I can't help it. It's just, I manifested it. I, however, am obviously brunette again. Like 3 months later I did it because I just could not, for the life of me, I couldn't sustain the tone of blonde no matter what. I just kept putting semi-permanent dyes in because I didn't want to damage my hair and I wanted to like keep it moisturized. So I was like mixing conditioners with the Arctic Fox and the Manic Panic or whatever, and I was just like toning it that way. And then I was using purple shampoos and all this stuff, but every single time I would shower, it would be a brand new like yellowy toned, untoned looking blonde. So I just couldn't handle the maintenance anymore, and I was hating how I looked after I showered. It would be like such an ugly color. So yeah, I just needed to go brown again because I couldn't sustain that. I like a really low maintenance beauty routine, and that was just way too much for me. And it was fun while it lasted. I felt cute. I also felt ugly sometimes, but such is life. I feel that with brown hair too. But no, it also just started to not feel like me anymore, and the roots started growing, and I just didn't like it. So I got rid of it. And yeah, so thanks Brad for, I mean, I don't think he had one nice comment about the whole process, other than I have no idea how she ended up with blonde hair. Which is fine, whatever. It was bad. I did think it was good a little bit, but he did not, and that's okay. I appreciate it anyways. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks Brad for putting me in your video for like 10 minutes straight. I was not expecting to be such a pinnacle point to this upload. So I appreciate it a lot. Despite all of the harsh commentary against my hair application, my bleaching application, it was really fun to watch, and I really appreciate being placed into your video. It's really cool. It really is. I love YouTube, obviously. That's why I've been posting on it for like 85 years without any following. And yeah, this was really fun. And Brad, I hope you were able to sleep that night despite the stress I may have caused you. Anyway, maybe I'll upload again sometime soon in my life. I don't know. I never upload on YouTube anymore. It's really sad. I actually really need to start again because I'm sad about it. But yeah, Brad, you're awesome. Thanks again for posting this. You probably won't watch my reacting to your reaction, because that would just be way too much to, you know, even consider, understandably. But to anyone who came from Brad's video, thanks for coming over. I might start uploading on YouTube again. I don't know. I'm not clout chasing by doing this, but it would be nice to make a good $3 on this upload. I wouldn't mind it. I can buy like a cake pop at Starbucks or something cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Brad, for watching. Okay, I don't know what that was. I haven't uploaded in a really long time, so I don't know the etiquette anymore. Okay, bye. Love you so much.